Where do I begin with Talking Heads? I'm obsessed with David Byrne. I think that he's a genius and such a beautiful human, which sounds really hippie, but he is. But Talking Heads are one of those bands that I first got into through my first boyfriend, my first love, who, watching that, very strangely looks exactly like David Byrne at that age.
Kind of art school Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, it's like Adam's apple, tall, skinny, intense. But that kind of informed a lifelong love of Talking Heads and what David Byrne does more broadly from that. And they're just an incredible band. And I think that's, you know, a film like Stop Making Sense, like that's probably one of my main regrets of having never seen them live. And a film like that just shows how happy they were, because they didn't end well. It was not an amicable split, and they were clearly, you know, Tina is just so gorgeous to watch in that film. She's just in such, you know, just smiling and chilled and happy, and everyone's really loving playing together. And it's such a masterfully executed concert film. It's just fun to watch, and it's just hit after hit. You watch that and you're like, oh, that song and that song and that song. And even if you're not a Talking Heads fan, you realise just how many great songs they wrote. And that whole building up of the set from, as you say, the bare bones, everything's stripped back, there's no curtain. You know, David Byrne was totally behind the concept of this film, and he really wanted to have the viewer feel as though they were at the concert, feel as though they were front and centre, and also to not feel as though, much like in a film when the strings start up, it's like, oh, this is the moment I should cry. It's like when you see the audience happy, it's like, oh, well, this is a good song. It's like, you know, whatever you feel is what you feel, because you've just got the band and that's the only information that you're given. And yeah, the audience is only shown like 2 or 3 times. There's a very simple pleasure about something that's executed so well, but it's very simple and direct, which I just love. And it just, you know, it just cuts straight to the core. There's no trickery, and really long shots as well. Like, it's not, I think that a lot of live music footage these days is just so whippity quick that it's like, just give me a moment to linger.
The kind of Michael Bay aesthetic.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. I mean, we were talking about this earlier. It's just that sort of the change of filming over the last 20 or 30 years. It's just, everything's just gotten so sped up that now old stuff feels really slow. But in this case, it's something that you can really relish.